Coming up, we'll have an update on the devastation Hurricane Irma has caused so far to Florida. And Sunday brunch was made a little more special today as the capital city restaurants gave back in a big way during their Stars Hunk in the Heels annual fundraiser. Plus, it's week 2 into the Jags and Tigers football season. Morgan Beard will have a look at how each program played this weekend.
Live and Baton Rouge proud. You're watching Local 33 News at 10.
Good evening. I'm Tisia Muzinga. Thank you for joining us here on Local 33 News at 10. Well, as Irma moves through Florida, this hurricane will leave devastation throughout the state. Tampa and St. Petersburg later tonight into tomorrow. NBC's Jake Rascom reports on the situation.
Tonight, a worst-case scenario in the Tampa Bay area, home to more than 3 million people, bracing for what could be the first direct hit by a major hurricane in nearly a century.
There's large portions of the area that, yes, could be underwater. There's lots of low-lying roadways, not just the bridges, but the roads themselves that will experience flooding.
Dozens of shelters overflowing.
The children
at Wesley Chapel High School.
This is our makeshift kitchen.
Food, water, medicine, and bedding for hundreds of elderly evacuees.
I was like, okay, got to get the wheelchair, the cane, get on the bus and this and that.
A massive last-minute rescue operation, moving trucks packed with critical supplies. Caretakers prepared to hunker down for 3 days.
It's very scary. Like I said, I left my home, my husband. These people have left their homes, their families, and so we don't know what, the next few days is going to bring.
Few metropolitan areas are as vulnerable to catastrophic storm damage as Tampa Bay. Built at sea level, connected by low-lying bridges. Homes and buildings packed along hundreds of miles of coast. And on islands, including Tampa General, one of the largest hospitals in Florida, built on Davis Island. Inside the evacuation zone,
This will all be underwater. It will be.
Officer Levi Newton patrols a deserted downtown.
It can be nerve-wracking, and but for us, being law enforcement first responders, we have to be here.
Later, conditions are too dangerous. Hundreds of first responders sheltering in place, the worst of Irma bearing down.
What worries me is the surge combined with the high tide, which will take place at the same time.
Well, we continue our Hurricane Irma coverage in Jacksonville, Florida, where the storm is bearing down on the area. WKRG's Haley Minogue is live with a look at the situation.
The winds have picked up here in Jacksonville this evening, but they're still not as strong as what we're seeing in other parts of Florida. The rain also picking up. You can see right here, we've got some water that's really starting to build up here in this pond earlier this afternoon. Things were much lower. There were ducks here kind of enjoying the rain and enjoying the day. And now as things have gotten worse throughout the day, they seem to have left. Or maybe there's some, I see actually a few of them down there. They all seem to be huddled together right here. But like you're seeing, we are getting a lot more rain. We are getting a lot more wind, and people are really starting to brace for the storm. Officials in Jacksonville telling people do not get on the roads at this point in the night. It is too dangerous to be driving. We're going to continue our live coverage tomorrow morning. Make sure you're checking on our Facebook page and on our website for all the latest information. In Jacksonville with photojournalist Jason Garcia, I'm Haley Minogue.
We here at Local 33